Hi everybody, welcome to Torah Tuesday. This week's Torah portion is Miketz. We encounter Joseph at a low point in his life when he's stuck in prison waiting for the next chapter of his life to begin. One morning, Pharaoh awakes from a very disturbing dream and he looks for people who can help him and make meaning of it. I'm sure we've all had that moment when we woke up from a very weird dream with crazy experiences or symbols that we're just trying to understand and make sense of in our own minds. Pharaoh has that moment, and the Midrash, the rabbinic tradition, tells us that he consulted many experts to try to understand his dream because he knew that it wasn't good. In the Midrash, Pharaoh goes to dream experts, religious figures, wise men in his kingdom, and they only tell him what they think he wants to hear. They tell him that the 7 cows swallowing the skinny cows represent nations that Egypt will conquer, or that the ears of corn all represent prosperity and new dreams and treasures that Egypt can acquire. But he knows in his heart that this is not the meaning of the dream. And finally, his cupbearer mentions Joseph, a man who is known for interpreting dreams with incredible accuracy. And when Joseph comes before the Pharaoh, he tells him that his dream is not about wealth or power or strength, that it's actually about the fact that Egypt will come into a great period of trouble, and that 7 years of plenty and fatness and riches will be followed by 7 years of famine. And this is the truth. This is what happens. And with Joseph's honesty and his forthrightness, the Pharaoh is able to plan for the future and bring Joseph on as his right-hand man to face this difficult chapter in Egypt's future. We have to remember that sometimes the truth is more important than telling people what they want to hear. Joseph knows this as a man of humility and modesty. Even if he wasn't like that before, at this point in his life, he's able to offer the interpretations of dreams to help people and to make a difference. And his source as a lowly servant is an unlikely place for Pharaoh to look, but it was the right answer and it was what he needed at the time. And I hope that we all have Josephs in our lives that can tell us what we need to hear and to tell us the truth and to give us advice when we need it most, even if it comes from an unlikely place.